treble clef notes on the staff spell words. 4-letter words edition. Coming at you. Treble clef notes on the staff spell words. In this video, we will practice identifying the notes on the staff in treble clef by training our brains to recognize words that we can spell simply by using the staff and the notes in treble clef. Here you see the line notes. I know this is a review from bottom to top, E, G, B, D, F, and to remember we used the mnemonic device, every good boy does fine. For the space notes, we are lucky that it spells a word, face, from bottom to top, F-A-C-E. Remember, the music alphabet is A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Therefore, it is quite likely that you will have repeated notes on the staff, which is an E and an F. So that is why, because we only have 7 letters in the music alphabet. How do I figure out what the notes on the staff spell? Great question. First, you look at the note. You see what line the first note is on. In this case, it's on line 3, which is always B in treble clef. Then you write in pencil underneath it if this was a worksheet. Well, we know it's not. But if it was, you would use a pencil so that you could figure out what the word is, because the next note is going to finish the word. We always use pencils when marking on anything in music so that if we need to change something, which happens quite often, we can erase and fix it. A lot of times directors give you notes to put in your music, and then they might change their mind. So that is why we always use a pencil. All musicians, even professionals, always use a pencil. Then you do the same process for the next note. In this case, it's on space 4, which is an E. So here's your hint. You can use the chart above to figure out what note it is by finding the exact line or space it's on and comparing it to the note you are looking for. Here we have a B, so we take the arrow and we look over to the chart and we see that that is line 3 and it says B, so then under it we write a B. Now we look at the next note and try to find that note on the chart. As you can see, the arrow is pointing to the top space note on the chart, which is an E. We would mark an E underneath that note. Now you know what that word spells. B. Yay! Let's practice. What word do these notes spell? First note, B. Now if you're looking at the next 2 notes, they are amazingly similar. Well, yeah, they are similar because they're the same. So if you know the first note, you know the second note, or the second note and the third note. So we have an E and another E. Now the last note is top line. So you look at your chart and what is the top line note? It's an F. What's the answer? Beef. Ooh, the beef burger tasted so good with cheese on it. Yum. All right, it's game time, kids. Let's play a game. If you are at school, divide the class in half. If you are home, see how many you get correct, or play with a family member or friend. Each team will take turns naming the word the staff spells. If the team gets it wrong, the other team can answer it. If both teams are incorrect, then no one gets the point for that word. Once a team has answered a question correctly, the other team goes next. Good luck and have fun. Any team that shouts out the answer automatically loses a point. Students should take turns so everyone gets a chance. If the person that is next doesn't know it, another team member can help. Let's go. Please pause the video at the beginning of each slide so that each student or group has time to figure it out before the answers are revealed. Thank you so much. This symbol is the pause button. Press pause. Number 1, first note. C, second note. A, third note. F, fourth note. E, answer, cafe. I went to a cafe to have a cup of coffee. Press pause. Number 2, first note. C, second note. A, third note. G, fourth note. E, answer, cage. I saw the prettiest bird in a cage at the zoo. Press pause. Number 3, first note. F, second note. A, third note. D, fourth note. E, answer, fade. The sun began to fade behind a cloud. Press pause. Number 4, first note. D, second note. E, third note. E, fourth note. D, answer, deed. Do a good deed to make your parents happy. Hopefully you saw the similarities in this example of only having 2 letters in this word. Press pause. Number 5, first note. E, second note. D, third note. G, fourth note. E, answer, edge. I was on the edge of my seat throughout the movie. Question: why are there 2 E's on the staff? Great question. The music alphabet only has the first 7 letters of the English alphabet. Therefore, after we get to the 7th note from the bottom of the staff up to the top, the E repeats again, but this time on the top space. And then the F repeats on the top line. Hope this helped answer your question. As you can see, the arrow is pointing to line 1E. Then you see the other arrow is pointing to space 4, which is also an E because those are 8 notes apart. The top E is 8 notes away from the bottom E, or what we call in music an octave higher. Same note, but 8 notes higher, and the number 8 includes the bottom E. Press pause. Number 6, first note, A, second note, G, third note, E, fourth note, D. Answer, aged. The dried beef was aged to perfection. I like beef jerky. Do you? Press pause. Number 7, first note. B, second note. E, third note. A, fourth note. D. Answer, bead. The bead necklace was very pretty. Press pause. Number 8, first note. F, second note. A, third note. C, fourth note. E. Answer, face. We use the word face to help us remember the notes on the spaces from bottom to top. Press pause. Number 9, first note, F. Second note, E. Third note, E. Fourth note, D. Answer, feed. Did you feed your pets today? I did. Press pause. Number 10, first note, A. Second note, C. Third note, E. Fourth note, D. Answer, aced. If you aced your test, the teacher would be so happy. Press pause. Number 11, first note, D. Second note, A. Third note, C. Fourth note, E. Answer, DACE. What in the world is a DACE? The common dace is a species of freshwater and brackish water ray-finned fish, also known as the mud carp. Press pause. Number 12, first note, G. Second note, A. Third note, F. Fourth note, F. Answer, GAFF. What in the world is a GAFF? A GAFF is a spear used to catch fish. Wow. You all did a fantastic job getting the words on the staff correct. Way to go! I am very proud of the progress you are making. You aced the 4-letter words. See you next time. You rock!